I am often asked, what is the difference between trance and hypnosis? Or is it the same thing? That is why I decided to record this video, and I will try to present my point of view in a simple and clear way. The word trance has now become trendy. Trance, in its modern meaning, comes from the French word transia, which means fear of evil, and from the Latin word transire, which means to cross or pass over. To make it easy to understand, we can remember that the word trans means through, and we use each in a different words: transport, transfer, transformation, translate. It is a sort of transition from point A to point B. A trance is a natural physiological stage of the brain, which different from the usual stage of consciousness by fact that the control of consciousness is reduced and it goes inside thinking process, internal images, memories, sensations. In this case, the outside world become distant and ceased to have any influence. When people enter trance stage intentionally, such a trance is called meditation. This also includes chanting mantras, prayers, autogenic training, breathing practice, monotonous physical exercise or dynamic meditations, automatic writing, self-hypnosis, etc. The trance stage is an altered stage of consciousness and is normal stage for human. People often fall into a trance during the day, but does not notice it. Some people spend almost all their time in trance. For example, this applies to creative people in a stage of inspiration. I will give you some examples of everyday trance, and you will see how long you are in trance during the day. When you are reading an interesting book, and you begin to feel what the characters are feeling, to empathize with them, perhaps even to see with your inner vision pictures of the events taking place in that book. You are in trance. The same things happen when you are watching an excited movie. Also, it is trance stage. When you are driving and concentrated on the road, especially if the surrounding landscape is monotonous and the road is perfectly flat, you insensibly going into a trance. For this reason, the police insist that every hour and a half drivers stopped and rest. When you're thinking about something, remembering something from the past, or dreaming about the future, you are in trance. A fast walk or some sports like golf, for example, also put people into trance. And of course, when you fall asleep at night and when you wake up, you go through different states of trance. Also, you can easily see people in a trance stage on the street, on the subway, and in other transport. It looks as if the person is not there. His gaze is direct inward and often unfocused. His body is relaxed and his movements may be slowed and even frozen. It is as if the person is in a deep stage of thoughtfulness or detachment. Scientists, based on neurophysiological research, have shown that every 90 minutes or so, we suspend ourselves for a few minutes and enter a trance stage. These states are necessary to us. They help integrate experience and information which we received. Therefore, a trance is a kind of bridge that helps a person to look into his unconscious, to solve different tasks and make changes. Tasks that cannot be solved when person is in a normal stage of consciousness. Because in a normal stage of consciousness, a person has defense mechanism that prevent this stage from happening. Hypnotherapists put their clients in a trance stage to help them solve different problems. So, trance is a human stage, and hypnosis is a problem-solving tool. There are different types of hypnotherapy exist, all of them aimed to help person to change his life. For example, in a hypnotic stage, person can have a good rest or solve some problem in the present or remove the emotional charge and change his attitude toward a traumatic situation from the past, or remove negative suggestions of us or suggestions that the person once said for himself. For example, money is evil, or I am not good enough to be loved, etc. Also, person can reduce or even remove pain, or get rid of the psychosomatic symptoms which cause disease of the physical body, and thus improve his health, or to develop the positive qualities that he needs, to help to discover his abilities, or get rid of addictions, including emotional addictions of other people. In this way, a person more easily goes through divorce process or the death of loved ones. Have you ever thought, why do people use alcohol? The answer is obvious: to put themselves in a trance state. It turns out that with the help of different drugs, people consciously put themselves into this stage in order to relax, to feel confidence, or get rid of negative thoughts, or to escape from loneliness, to feel the joy of life. All of this can be done independently without using external stimulants. It is important to develop your hypnotizability in order to easily enter the trance stage when you need it. And in conclusion, I repeat, trance is a human stage, and hypnosis is a problem-solving tool. I hope this terminology are clear to you now, and that is you interested in developing your abilities to quickly and easily go into a trance stage and to develop your hypnotize ability. We will speak about it in the next videos.